So now one more important read operation is actually cursor methods. Okay, so we actually have different cursor methods. First method is actually the count method, which would actually give you the number of items. Okay, instead of giving the value of items, it would just give you the count. For example, there are 10 users whose name is Harshal, so it would just give me 10. Okay, instead of giving the all objects, array of objects, it would just give me 10. Okay, so count is an operation. Then we have one more operation, that is limit. That means, for example, you want to only get two objects whose name is Harshal, so you would simply write limit after find. Okay, so limit after find. So then we have one more thing, that is skip operation. So if you want to skip some specific object, that means I don't want to get this object. If I'm getting 10 objects, I would just write skip with the specific name or id. If I want to skip this specific object, just give me everything. Okay, so skip is here. And then we have sort method also, which would sort things according to like ascending order or descending order. So these are the four methods which we have inside the cursor methods. So now let's try to actually use these. Okay, now let's use these. So again, let's come back to our DB, and here you can see that we are here. Okay, so now I'm just going to say, first of all, we have db.produce. Now I want to suppose find all the products whose suppose price is equal to suppose equal to EQ 100, right? 100. Okay, and let's close this. So it would give me all the products whose price is equal to 100, right? But suppose I just want to get the count, so I would simply write count. That means it would just give me 3 this time. So you can see there are 3 objects whose price is actually equal to 100. Okay, so count method actually gives you the count, right? Similarly, suppose if I want to right now it's giving me 3 products. Suppose I only want to get 2 products, so I would just add limit as 2. Suppose there were thousands of products whose price was 100, I just want to get 2 products, so I'll just write it like this. So you can see that it's giving me only 2 products, right? So this is the actually limit operation. Now similarly, we actually can nest them. For example, we have count operation also. So you can see you can actually add count operation after this also. You can try experimenting what to add first, what to add last. Okay, so you can see, yeah, count operation would give me the count of that specific limit, right? So that's how it actually works. Although it doesn't make sense, you are adding limit as 2, then count would obviously it would give you 2, but still you can use it on specific purpose. Now similar to this, we had skip operation. Okay, so skip operation simply means I want to skip some specific thing. For example, I want to skip that specific name whose value is p4. Okay, so I would just say skip, and I want to suppose skip the second object. Actually you can skip it like this. So you want to skip 2. Okay, that means 2 simply means it's actually the first and the second one. That means I want to skip this one, that means 7c. Okay, I want to skip this 7c. So if I just hit this, so it would actually give me the first skipped and the second skipped. That means it would skip all the above ones and the below ones, so it would actually skip the first 2, right? That's how actually the skip operation works. Okay, so 2 simply means it would skip the top 2. That means it would skip from here and above. Okay, that means all the above ones would be skipped, so it would target the second one, and from that all the above ones would be skipped. After that everything would be returned. Okay, so first 2 would be skipped in this case. Similarly you can perform it for different operations, right? So now after this we have one more thing, that is sort. So now right now if I just say I want to just, first of all, if I just get all the data, okay, suppose if I get all the data with no restriction here, but yeah, you can add restrictions later on. You can see I'm getting some data. I want to get this in sorted order. Okay, so I would simply say sort according to price. So I would just say dot sort, and inside this I would just say I want to sort it according to price. Okay, so I would just want it to be in ascending order, so I would just write it like this. Okay, so just write it like this. So you can see I'm getting the data according to ascending order. That's actually sort method. Similarly we have descending order also. So if I just write descending order, that means -1, this is the descending order. So if I hit this, you can see I'm getting the data in descending order. In this also, instead of sort, you can use count, limit along with this sort, whatever you want. You can perform nesting of it. Okay, so all the operation can be used all together. Also using a simple dot, you can add multiple operations, right? So you can see that I'm getting data in descending order, right? So these were all the cursor methods which I wanted to tell you, very important methods, and you would be using them in future when you are getting the data from database to your backend to your front end, right? After this we have a few more things, you actually use the skip method and sort method. Obviously you would be having 4 5 objects, okay, so you'd be getting data from database and there you are sorting things, so it's very performance concern. Okay, so you usually don't do these things into your database, you use these things in your backend, so you'd be sorting things out and like different things when you get data from database. Okay, so that would actually help you a lot to get faster performance. But since MongoDB has these operations, so I told you, but instead of this, instead of performing it in MongoDB, that means instead of performing this into your database, you would be first of all calling the data from database, later on you will be sorting it in your backend. That's what you usually do. Okay, so we'll see that later on whenever we need that, but right now these operations are also there. So I hope you understood these operations.